Welcome to Bourbon and Badges, the podcast, live in Studio 77 from Gastonia, North Carolina, and Calabash, the voice of the uncommon people.
Yeah, I gotta get it counted down so I can make everything come on to the right time.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bourbon and Badges, the podcast, season 6, episode 8.
You sound
three
so
familiar
serious.
faces. Slow Ride, Hound Dog, and a Rodnator, but we got another one. Thomas Doby is back with us, and he's got a new designation, doesn't he, guys? What's
Oh,
that
yeah, we got to
designation?
change that Thomas Doby thing, man. That sounds like his real person or something.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
feds
we
can
got-
find you if you use your government name, Doby. You can't do that.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Doby's going to be a guest host now, H-O-S-T. He's no longer just a guest. He's going to be filling in from time to time if one of us is out or down for the count. Doby
Yeah,
will
or
fill
come
in.
on like tonight as a fourth mic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or fourth mic, just because he's got
Hanging
good
out.
conversation. Yeah.
We get tired of making fun of each other. We get Doby on, make fun of him.
We'll
Yeah,
get updates.
exactly.
It won't be the first time.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
get
it won't,
updates on,
and it won't be the last either, Doby.
I expect nothing else from you, Rich.
we'll get updates on the baby and everything.
Yeah.
So what is the
I went back and watched that. That was hilarious.
But yeah, so here we're episode 8, and I think we got a nickname, don't we, Mr. Doby? What's your new nickname?
My understanding is going to be Doby Dawg.
Doby
Dawg.
Dawg, and that's D-A-W-G. So we can call him Doby or what's up, dog? You know,
what was
or
that cartoon? Was it
Double D.
double D, yeah, D squared, D to second
squared.
power. What's up, brother? Yeah, all that stuff. Droopy Dog was the cartoon.
Yeah, there's
Remember
also,
the little white
a
dog?
dog is a hero. It was something
Underdog.
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 Yeah, underdog.
Yeah, but
The
it was an
bad thing is I'm old enough
underdog.
to know
It was
who Underdog
underdog.
is.
It was a New York dog. That was underdog. This is dog. This is not underdog.
Down south
Dog.
Dog.
Yeah, so in other words, Doby, you're a junkyard dog is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Been
yeah.
called worse.
You're a true dog.
JYD.
Well,
Yeah, there you go.
Doby Dawg, welcome aboard, brother. We appreciate you being part of
Yep.
this, and
I'm glad to be
you're
here.
part of the family.
Yeah, love having you.
Yeah.
And you got
Yep,
your equipment
glad to have
squared
you.
away, folks. I don't know if you knew when Dope was on a couple other shows, we were kind of going through the phone, but he got his shit squared away. Look at him now, man. He's looking slick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man. He's
The secret. Don't
footage.
tell everybody.
Sounds good. That's right. And we're just waiting for the shit to start fucking up because you know
Oh, I will.
how the
Well-
weather is. Yeah.
What is it? Murphy's Law?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Murphy's Law. Yeah. And again, we're in 4 different locations: Gastonia, Shootout Mountain, the beach. Dope, where you at?
Alabama.
Alabama. So
Alabama.
we're really all over the
Alabama.
freaking place.
Deep in the heart of Dixie. About as deep as you can get. I'm right near the aorta.
Deep, deep.
Well,
All
tell you,
right.
man, what are we drinking tonight?
Bourbon. It's a bourbon show.
Oh,
I'm
Buffalo
going with Buffalo
Trace.
Trace.
All right.
Just wanted to go with the good old standby.
Check this out, Rodinator.
Oh,
Nice.
man.
Cheers. Cheers.
Double Buffalo
Cheers,
Trace.
Hell yeah.
Y'all would have Oak and Eden for me.
Oaken.
Got
Looks
a
like it's empty. Okay, that's a little bit at the bottom.
double oak.
Double
oak.
Oak. All right.
Nice.
That's
I like
good one.
this. Pretty good stuff.
Doby
Yep.
Dawg's drinking double oak.
Good too. I know mine's a daily drinker.
Double D.
'Cause we voted on that one a bunch. Do you guys like yours as daily drinkers or what?
Yeah,
I know you do, Slow.
Go
yeah,
ahead.
mine is a right in my wheelhouse because it says, if you can see right, you can't see because it's whited out. Wheat.
Yeah, it's white as hell what you like.
Well, evidently you like it. It's about gone.
Yeah, I've had it for a while.
That's that pre-podcast meeting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah. You
Wait,
have
what-
to drink like hell for a pre-coffee podcast.
We have a pre-podcast
Oh, because you
meeting.
know it's gonna be fucking headaches up the ass. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh Jesus.
It wasn't 2 minutes into it. Hound dogs, I'm going to go ahead and start drinking.
You gotta
Yeah.
turn your camera over. Turn it down. Turn it up. Wait a minute. There's too much lighting. It's like,
I
holy
was
shit.
I
gotta
was going to go
drink.
back to the old faithful toothache in a bottle. But
Oh,
check this out, Doby Dawg.
I like it. I like it.
ooh.
Oh,
don't-
okay.
Now
It
what
don't
this
look like
one,
there's anything in it though.
they're getting ready to be. It's got the wax in it, so it's supposed to be sealed. It's food grade wax.
So
wonder how that's
will
gonna-
this be the first time you used it?
Yeah, I saved it for the show. A dear friend
so
of
it's-
mine by the name of Patrick.
Like your grandmother's frying pan.
We'll get to see it if it kind of springs a leak and stuff.
Oh yeah. Patrick, who lives up
Like
on
our
Shootout
show
Mountain.
does from time to time.
Well,
sprinkle
at
light
least
from
Rod's
time to
drinking
time.
bourbon now, not scotch.
yeah.
True.
True that.
All right, I'm trying to tell a story here.
Oh,
go
sorry,
ahead,
Seth.
Slow. Sorry,
Oh,
we
sorry,
kinda-
Slow. I forgot you were there.
Yeah.
Patrick, a dear friend of mine up here on Shootout Mountain.
Hey, Reggie.
He turns
Reggie.
wood.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
thought he was there too.
You're right.
Who was?
Go
When
ahead.
you said he forgot you was there, I said you forgot you were there too.
That's not nice. And I was one that voted for you, man. You only got one vote. Now it's me. I voted for you, man. You about to mess that
You're
up.
gonna be the. You're
Are
gonna
you
be
gonna
the quickest
tell- are you
host
gonna
on
tell
the
us
show.
I'm
story?
trying my best to.
Tell a story.
This is like brief, like a whole briefing, man. You come in, a bunch of paperwork, you sit in front of the guys, and they won't shut. Hey, can you shut up long enough so you did get
This ain't
You
roll
had
call,
me
Sarge. You ain't a
itchy and
Sarge no
mocking.
more. This ain't roll call, Sarge. People don't shut up for you. You're gonna have to command the
didn't
fucking
either.
room, bro.
They didn't then either.
Hey,
got a
but
bunch
Rod,
of
he
alpha-
had Reggie, Watts, Bryson, and myself. I mean, he was kind of screwed.
Well, we know we
Oh,
still
yeah,
had a good
definitely.
team. Well, we had a good team though, do we not?
Yep. Yeah, we did. We all worked together.
All
Man,
right,
it was
let's
fun.
give slow
All right.
the floor. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
dear friend of
Jeez,
mine,
man,
Patrick,
please.
turned this. He turns wood, and he has I think something makes here at Flatstone Studios. Man, he makes beautiful bowls, all kind of crap, man. I mean, it's really nice. I went over to his studio, man, and he's really professional stuff he does. It's unbelievable. But anyway, just out of the blue, he brought me this.
Oh Jesus Christ!
He
Yeah,
brought
we'll go
me
back
this.
to West Gastonia.
It's made
the
out of
public
yellow
school
birch.
system.
W. What's yours made? Yours made out of oak, right?
Yuck.
Yellow birch, and he told me what it's sealed with and stuff. And I actually ordered the wax off of Amazon. I got that in hand. But if you ever in
I
Mitchell County,
Googled it, and it was supposed to be enhance the flavor, and it's coated with honey wax, so it's sealed. So it's oak supposed to be. I guess it kind of goes back to the cask. I mean, bourbons in oak cask. I guess that's kind of where that stems
Yeah.
from.
well, we'll see what this white birch does to it. I was gonna go with the toothache in the bottle. I said, nope. We're gonna need some good old fashioned woody bourbon to
Yeah,
test
you
this
don't
thing
you
with.
don't you don't break in your new cup with some fucking toothache and a
Yeah,
Oh, I
no
agree. I don't
shit.
influence
Good
all-
shit.
As a matter
No
of
shit.
fact,
Yeah,
matter of fact,
Jesus
even when I do
Christ.
the
put
infinity
in a
bottle,
fucking
I do not
Pinot
put any flavored whiskey in the infinity
Grigio or
bottle.
some shit.
I almost got Buffalo Trace tonight, but I changed my mind.
You heard that, Hound Dog?
I didn't hear what
I said you might as well break it in with some Pinot Grigio shit if you can use that toothache in a bottle. How dare you? Put in some real bourbon.
Hey, but let me tell you this. I also got a Glencairn to see if I can tell the difference between the two.
Oh, look at you, scientifically.
But I'm assuming
at it.
it'll take a while for this to absorb some of the bourbon stuff to start getting back the flavor. What
It's
has yours
seasoned.
been doing? Seasoned. Oh, look at you being all technical.
Let's see your cup again, Dope. There you go. Nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Doby.
You got Doby and D for dog.
That's it, man. It's set. That's your name. Doby Dawg.
Double dog.
That'll
Double
work.
What's
D.
going on, dog? What's going on,
All right,
dog?
let me give Patrick a plug here. If you're ever in Mitchell County or Rome Mountain, Tennessee, he's at all the festivals and stuff. Look him up. He is Flatstone Studios, and tell him the podcast sent you, and you'll get absolutely nothing off of your
Nothing
purse.
for it.
And he actually told me what all these different things were that was involved in the wood and stuff, and what happened to it. But of course, I can't remember.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what the script was on it. Scribble was on it because I couldn't read it, so
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't mean nothing. It's just part of the
It's just part of
wood process.
the wood. Yeah, and
Okay.
he actually
I got you.
does the bottom. I don't know if you can see it or not, but all that crap.
What does it say?
Can you read it to us?
Can you read?
Where are your eyeballs at? Where are your fucking glasses, dude? Where are they at? I mean, you
American
gotta look for-
yellow birch, bitches.
Oh, okay. Birch bitches.
So this
bitches.
birch is probably pretty lightweight, right? Because
It
I
is.
think birch is a light wood.
It's,
Yeah, I think you're right, Reg.
I can smell the ceiling on it, so I don't know how that's going to affect the flavor. So
Try and see.
it's a good idea, Hound Dog.
I'm sure it'll be empty after you're done.
Y'all already, we've been on the air 9 minutes. Y'all pissed me off 3 times already. Now I know
We're
why
doing good.
Now I know why Buck stayed pissed off all the time.
Is that all? Man,
We're doing pretty good.
let's go for a record.
We got to get on the ball next time.
Yeah,
right when
no
the music
shit.
plays, I'm going to say some shit. Right when I'm intro music. Hey, slow. There you go.
Know what I'm saying? Like,
Button pushing dude, you. Yep.
all right.
All right.
So let's hear about your pours there. You already got them things poured?
Oh, yeah.
I got mine poured, drank, and get ready to pour some more.
I was drinking when we were trying to get this shit show on the road.
There is some advantages about doing this remotely.
Oh yeah, I don't get my ass whipped by Rodinator.
Shit.
And
Oh, and one time, Doby, and I let you. I closed my eyes.
What was the end? What was the end?
Got his ass beat by Doby.
Oh yeah, I did. I gotta give him that. Hey, he should be a chiropractor though. After we threw him in, seriously, I thought I was 2 inches taller, and man, my back never felt any better.
Never felt better.
there was one in one Almost.
What about West though? Jim West or Sergeant? He ran in and locked the door. Jumped in his patrol car, locked the door.
Damn.
All right, guys, I can't be sniffing and drinking 2 drinks. I got to talk or something.
Story for
All right,
another time.
I was reading my label. If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and knock this out.
Go ahead.
It's wheat and spire. You see that little thing right, that piece of wood right in here?
Yep.
That's a American oak spiral. It adds this, put in the bottle after it's been bottled to give it a little bit more age, a little more flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular bottle here, it says distilled for. It's got my name and my wife's name on it.
Really?
Because you can order it like that. And it's 90 proof, and it's wheat bourbon, and it is pretty damn good.
Cool.
Pretty damn good.
Pretty damn good.
All right, we all know what Buffalo Trace is, just the bomb. So
Yeah,
we
that's
don't have
good.
to
It's
go
good
through
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
Go through that.
And if Buffalo Trace is out, benchmark is Buffalo Trace is not aged as long.
And less proof.
Less proof. 10%.
Well, it
like 80
depends.
to 90. Yeah.
Depends.
Yeah. Well, your regular benchmark is 80 proof.
Yeah, 80 proof. Yep.
And isn't Eagle Rare also a Buffalo Trace, same type of deal, but just 10 years aged?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know the difference in age, but they're from the same distillery.
I just drank it last week. I know it's 10 years aged, so I guess that was. I know it's not Buffalo Trace. Is not.
I find it harder to find than Buffalo Trace.
The Eagle Rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be. I think it's just where you live. Because
Right.
I'll tell you what, in South Carolina, like Hound Dog was saying, he got the 1042 bourbon, no problem down there, right?
Yeah, man. Right on
Can't
the
find
shelf.
it up here.
Yeah, can't find it up here.
I've not been able to find it. My understanding, you can get it in Georgia.
Yeah, that's where I got my 2 bottles from. My wife
Really?
went to Georgia, to help out with the golf tournament, and I told her to go to the ABC stores and look for it and buy as many bottles, and they got 5. And that was it. Yeah,
Yep, it's
I might check that out because I'm only about 2 hours for the state line.
yeah. So. All right.
Hey, I tell you, I'm getting just a tad different in the flavor and the taste. I think it's just the wax, whatever the new wax is influencing a little bit my nose.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's kudos to Patrick, but I appreciate it.
There you go.
Now, I do have a technical question to ask you guys. You guys cannot see the top of my laptop, can you? I'm getting
No.
a reflection on my screen. Okay,
No, we cannot.
good deal.
We'll just get the sun reflection off the forehead. That's about it.
Yeah, I meant to power that down, man. Well, it is. I always shower just before I get up here because I'm to do the podcast.
It's
Yeah.
like a deep space dish.
So this one that said it's
I'm pissed them off some more. And how much time are we in now? Holy hell, 13 minutes.
So you brave when you 2 hours away, big boy.
All right. I know. I'm really brave. Like Mike Tyson says, y'all are too
why
brave
Doby
these days. Typing shit out on a computer, not getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah.
See,
Yeah.
Doby,
Exactly.
Doby on one day, I said, Doby, I'm gonna get you back. And what he do? He moves out of state.
Way out of state.
Oh, so anyway, guess what I did this weekend?
what'd you do this weekend, Rod?
I went to a Livermush
To a what?
thingy.
Livermush.
Livermush
Festival.
Mush. Not mush.
Festival.
Festival.
Livermush Festival.
In the
That's
great
what it was
town of
called.
Marion, right? That's,
Livermush Festival.
Yeah, our beloved Buck was from
Buck,
Marion.
his hometown.
That's
Right,
right. That's where
it's-
Buck's from.
Right, and it kills 2 birds with 1 stone because it's also there are a bunch of Bigfoot signs everywhere. Pictures of Bigfoot. It's a Bigfoot
yeah?
town. Yeah, that's. Isn't
So-
that where our boy's from? Where's our boy from the show? Doesn't he
Millwood?
live around down there?
No. He's
South Mountain.
Kaiser. He's from
Oh,
Kaiser.
Kaiser. This place had Bigfoot signs around, like a Bigfoot crossing sign.
Oh,
It had
you
some
know why? Because the weekend before, it might be 2 weekends ago, they had the Bigfoot Festival. It's
They have a
probably
Bigfoot
left over from
festival
that,
there,
yeah.
too? Oh, okay. I thought I was there, like in some place that like had sightings of Bigfoot. It was a big deal or something. A town. I've never been to Marion before.
It's a pretty cool little
Were you
town.
quite impressed?
Listen, being from New York, I love small towns because I think they're cool. You can walk down the street, maybe 2 blocks, and the whole town.
And not get
everything's
shot or
right
stabbed.
there. Yeah,
Hey,
it's really. Go ahead.
A little sidebar before we need to dive into this Livermush stuff. It's going to be an interesting topic, but a little sidebar. You know, McDowell County houses Mitchell County, where I'm from, they're prisoners. We don't have a jail. So when our guys arrest somebody, they got to take them to Mitchell County to process them.
So how far is that?
It's about
hour, give or take, maybe more.
it could be, man. From all part of the county, you make you arrested up here. And at night we have 2 Spruce Pine officers, and I think 3 deputies working. Five officers the whole county.
Sounds like the west end of Gastonia on a Sunday night. Or
There you go.
All right, Rod Nader, the Bigfoot.
Livermush.
Livermush.
So anyway, we thought it'd be fun to go down there. Let me taste Livermush and do all this good stuff. And so me and the wife went down there. It had a real nice setup. Okay, so the first part of it was the food trucks and the vendors, which was 3 or 4 or 5 different Livermush type trucks. So who the hell knows, right? So we walked through that. Then we went to the vendors who were selling shit, trinkets or whatever and all that kind of stuff. Then the next block down was like all the jumpy things for the kids, and the kids are trying. So it's kind of cool, and all the stores were open, and everybody's got their children out, pulling them around in freaking, wagons and stuff, and they had their dogs, and it was real cool, man, just real. And you had these old town cops, looked like they were 85, 90 years old, walking around, no problems. You know what I'm saying?
Really crowded?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was pretty crowded. It was a nice line for every food truck. There was a pretty good line. But I'll tell you, man, there's a lot of big people in there, too. So I think they're eating a lot of Livermush right now. There's a lot of big
it's
folks
excellent,
running
man.
around there.
CDA.
What's CDA?
You want a good Livermush sandwich? Go to the CDA sandwich shop there on Broad Avenue in Gastonia.
Oh, yeah. That's the name of a sandwich shop here?
Yeah,
CDA?
Oh, that's excellent.
I'll do it.
Did you know?
But anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead, Dope.
Ray's makes their own.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Ray's. Broad
Raised in Gastonia?
Yeah, they make their own.
There's another little hole-in-the-wall shop there in Gastonia, also on Broad Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
Broad and Second.
Okay.
They're probably about
4 blocks away.
Yeah, probably not far.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you this, guys. I mean, just cut to the chase. I tried it. It was all right, but I don't think I'm going to be ordering it every day when I go out and look for it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, it wasn't phenomenal. I tried Livermush now. The reason I shied away from it, by the way, is because of the word liver.
Well, here, Livermush.
I hate fucking liver. I didn't know there was no association really. There's not that there's no liver in it. I'm saying there was no taste like liver.
It didn't taste like liver.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people think. They assume that's what it was.
Livermush is composed of pig liver, pig head parts such as snouts and ears, cornmeal, and seasoning.
Yeah, I could
It's
have
everything.
I could have done without hearing that shit.
It's everything from the rooter to the tutor.
Correct.
Rooter
Now,
correct.
you said it's got to have a certain amount of liver by law or something.
Yeah, there's some kind of legislation, and I didn't know about it until the spring. I was kind of looking it up, trying to explain it. And there's actually some kind of statute. It has to be considered liver mush. It has to have a certain percentage of liver in it.
Well,
they got the Livermush police running around checking that shit.
Well, it says also spiced with pepper, sage, and other seasonings that can be used, garlic and onion powder. So there you go.
I tell you, liver mush, fried liver mush is great. Deep fried liver mush is the shit.
That's what I
Everything deep
think.
fried is good.
That's what I think everybody's told me. Because when I told them I had some, everybody said, "Was it real crispy? Did they deep fry it, or was it real crispy?" I'm like, no, it was like medium. It was kind of, oh man, to go back, try it again. Tell them that fry that thing, fry it, or go somewhere where they fry it and they deep fry it. It's the best, and that's what I heard the same thing.
Yep.
So anyway, getting back to the story. So we toured the whole place, and then we came back up to the food trucks. We're like, okay, which one you want to go to? So we kind of looked, how you kind of eyeball at the front of the line, see this food coming out of the window, and you look at it, and you kind of fucking eyeball it, and you go, not bad there. Like I know what I'm looking for, and then I'll go down, So we found the one we wanted. So we go to that truck, and I'm the guy that goes, okay, if I'm going to try shit, I want to try it all the way. So we get up there, and they had like different, like 3 or 4 different things of Livermush in made different ways, I guess, or different kind of. In other words, one was a burger with a bun. Another was called hog tots. It was like a little bowl that you get at the ballpark. Where they put like cheese dip and crackers in. And they put tater tots in there, and then they put the liver mush on top of them, but it's ground up liver mush, I guess.
Yeah.
and some there was some chili on it, and there was some. So we tried those hog tots. We got 2 sandwiches, and we got some other things. So liver mush from start to finish, and we sat down and ate. Man, and, whew, it filled me up. It was good. I have no complaints on the burger. It was they put mustard, onion, mustard and onion, I think, were on it, and the liver mush, and then the bun. And somebody asked me, did they put? Anybody heard jelly on liver mush? Jelly?
I heard of it. It's not something I do, but I've heard people do it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't think, because I wouldn't put jelly on sausage. I wouldn't put. I don't know. It's just not something for liver. Jelly's for like bread, and shit.
Well, you
You know,
know,
like,
liver
I know
mush is
some
already
people put jelly
cooked.
and grits.
Yeah. What's that?
I know some people put jelly and grits.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody
Anyway,
putting
so the-
sugar on grits.
The liver mush experiment went well. Had it. I know why Buck loves it now, right? Because it's not anything like liver, right?
Yeah, I love it too.
Yeah, it's. I guess if it was deep fried hound dog, I'd even like it more.
Oh, you would.
So, yeah.
So I guess it's
tell
crispy
you-
on the outside and mushy on the inside, hound dog.
Yeah, exactly. I worked. I tell you today, I worked the beach. Excuse me. And at the pier, they have a grill at the pier, and every morning, when we get ready to go before we go out on the beach, we always go, get a breakfast sandwich or breakfast there at the pier. I walk up to the counter. The girl says, "We're out of liver mush."
She saw
You know
you
what you
coming.
gonna ask?
I
The
said,
liver mush guy.
I said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah, we run out." I said, "Oh man!" So now you really threw a curveball to me because I don't know what in the hell I'm going to have now.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people think that liver mush is southern. It's not. It's a North, maybe South Carolina thing. It doesn't go much further than that. It's very local.
Oh, really?
See, I didn't even know
Nice
that.
is the name bred around here, and it's a local farm.
Yeah,
Well, I've heard of Nice's up in New York, I think. Nice's they have a package, a white package with like a
yeah.
yeah.
They make
like
sausage
Nice's
too, so that could have been what
sausage,
it was.
yeah. So that's probably why I got it. I know it up there, but
Yeah, I like the spicy. It's got hot and spicy on the wrapper. And it's already cooked.
anything
Or-
spicy is good for
For
me.
the
Now,
liver
if you-
mush?
Anything for me.
For the liver mush spicy?
Yes, good.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever had spicy liver
Oh,
mush.
it's excellent.
Well, there's that liver mush festival in Shelby, and people up there's a couple local companies, and they're diehard one way or the other. I mean, it's Jenkins or Max, and they do you drink Pepsi or Coke? They're the same way. And they're hard line on that. Some people, and they make it right there, and that's way out in the county somewhere. But there's a little sushi place in Shelby that makes. I haven't tried it. I don't think I can even go this route, but they make a liver mush sushi roll.
Holy shit. Sushi's traditionally fish, not
Yeah.
fucking liver mush, bro.
Yeah, I hadn't tried it. I don't think I'm not that brave.
So is
Yeah.
it wrapped in rice and there's liver mush in the middle, or is it wrapped with a piece of fish?
I'm assuming it's wrapped with rice and maybe fish. I don't know. I've never got the balls to try it. That's too extreme for me.
I'm a
Me
sushi
too.
guy. I've had all types of sushi, but I've never did the liver mush thing. Anyway, so we ate that. It was good to go, and then we walked down, and some of the other things just to touch base on. It was a good little festival. Then they had a bunch of stuff, like I said, what they were selling. Some of the knickknacks were food item type things, like homemade jellies, peanut butter, like pickled, peppers and stuff like that, different things. So, and they had a bunch of sampling things you could do. So, we sampled a bunch of different stuff, and it all tasted great, of course. But the main ingredient on everything there was sugar, of course. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Everything's made with sugar, that homemade. So, it was good. And then, and that was it. Yeah, but it was a good festival. It was a nice little day though. So liver mush, I checked it off my box, man. Bucket list. I've had it, and I would order it again if I'm in some place and I'm in the mood. I'll say, hey, give me some liver mush. Just make sure you burn the crispy shit
I
out
want
of
to
it.
tell you,
Yeah.
man,
Give it a
CDA,
shot.
egg and liver mush sandwich, extra mayonnaise, can't beat it.
Yeah,
Somebody
I
told me
think the Shelby Liver Mush Festival like in August or September.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and this cool. They have around downtown. They have a lot of other little stuff going around with it. They got a pretty nice little downtown.
That's right. Somebody told me too. What's the ice cream shop here in town?
Tony's.
Tony's.
Tony's. I heard Tony's has a good liver mush sandwich. Someone
They
told me
do.
Tony's makes it.
They do.
Yeah, I
Yeah?
don't think they deep fry theirs from.
Oh,
if
do
I'm
they?
mis-
Okay.
I think it just put it on
Yeah,
a flat
somebody-
top.
Yeah, somebody told me about that because we like going to Tony's to get ice cream, and they got a huge breakfast menu up there. And one of it's liver mush. I checked the last time I was there. I was like, they do have liver mush, so they do it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rod Nader had some liver mush. So there you go.
Well, there you go,
Cultured.
man. We
I
got
feel
spent
fucking cultured.
25 minutes on Livermush.
There's nothing wrong with that.
If you tuned in to the comp show,
Yeah.
But I don't know.
but if you're not
so
a cop,
it's
you're not going to get it. If you're a cop, you
slow.
understand how we look forward to our breakfast or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all done it or not, Steve, but I remember some people, and I've done it when I was in college. I'd keep it in my refrigerator in the dorm, but have it and you don't cook it. You just slice it, make a sandwich.
Oh
out of
yeah,
it.
Yeah, it's already
I've
cooked.
done that too. Yeah, it's already cooked.
Me raw?
Yeah.
Well, it's already
Cold?
cooked, but
It's like
yeah,
a hot
cold.
dog. It's already cooked.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I tell you what I
okay.
like to do is I take the liver mush and I put it in a frying pan and I get it really crispy, and then I'll put the eggs, break the eggs, put that on top of it, and just mix it all up together,
Yes.
scramble in with the eggs.
Oh yes, I agree. That's good stuff.
And
Look at this.
and
Look at Doby Dawg.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
starting
Yeah.
to salivate. Look at him.
I can't get
And-
liver mush here. I can't get
also
it.
here's the way I do it. If I'm having pancakes, I brought some liver mush, put it in a plate, pour syrup all over the liver mush. That's
Oh, yeah?
that's some good stuff right there.
Good stuff, too.
Yeah.
See, I don't have
Little
liver mush. I
and
don't
a-
have liver mush here. I'm going with the draws, like an addict.
I'll tell you
Shaking
something
and
else
shit.
funny here, W. You can't get a liver mush. Right now it's 10 o'clock. There's not a store open now in Mitchell County.
That's not a bad thing.
Oh, there's not one open in Brunswick County either.
It's not a bad thing.
Hey man, and we can all date back. You remember, guys? You remember when you worked nights? You had a choice eating either the hospital or Waffle House.
Yep.
Everything closed.
And the hospital wasn't like it is now. It's just that one little room. Remember?
Oh yeah,
And
there was
oh, yeah.
like
Dinner, hamburgers,
lunchroom
and
tray type thing you do.
Yeah. Now, in Charlotte, we had a little bit more variety, I guess. So I had,
Oh yeah, y'all were high speed in Charlotte.
Yeah, my go-to, I could go to Landmark Restaurant, which is still open today. That was awesome. Greek people own it, anything. Slovaki, anything. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, all hours of the day. We had Denny's. We had Denny's in Charlotte. Denny's was open all night.
I don't know if you remember this or not, Reg. I don't know if y'all were on patrol time, but when Jack in the Box opened up, and they stayed open all night, but they would let
Yeah.
the police come in after
Yep.
the drive-through would stay open.
Yeah.
They
I
would let
remember
the
that.
police come in and sit down and eat when the dining area was closed.
Yeah.
That was a big thing.
You know
I
what
do
seemed to be
remember
open
that.
in Charlotte, too? Cookout. All the thugs went there, and we used to have shootings and shit
Oh,
there.
we did too.
So
Right
they
there
were
on,
open.
Union Road.
Cookout's always open. They open late night
Union
in
and Hudson.
Gastonia, too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, especially the
cookouts.
one right on Hudson, right after a Huss ball game. Everybody
Yeah, but
goes there after the football game, and it gets stupid.
I like cookout. We got one in Charlotte, about 25 minutes up the road.
Oh, I'm
man.
not saying it was good or bad. I'm saying it drew a lot of fucked up
Yeah, it
a
did.
bad element at night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
what was the Huss in Ashbrook? The big
Yeah, the
rivals,
one right
man?
there at the
After
corner of
that, man,
Hudson and
yeah.
Union. Right
Yeah,
there,
we
Hudson.
have
and
problems
Union.
with the-
We've had a lot of shit going on there. Because when I was in the street, they wanted us to kind of stay close when the Huss Ashbrook game was going on because they knew what was going to happen afterwards. I remember we
Right.
locked up several.
Well, I tell you, I went and talked to the manager of Cookout after about the third weekend of having problems. People underage drinking on their parking lot and everything. And I said, hey, here's the deal. Next time one of my officers write a ticket on your parking lot, I'm writing you a ticket for aiding and abetting, allowing them to drink. You need to monitor your parking lot and shut this down.
No, absolutely.
Did you write him a ticket?
He corrected it. He realized then.
I know
Good.
when I was in the
Good.
street, we had a couple big fights. We took 6 or 7 to jail.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like Charlotte. Charlotte was laid back and quiet and peaceful.
Yeah. Nothing going on.
I can't talk on
I could eat liver mush all night. I have a fucking problem.
Take a little nap. Take your shoes off.
Yeah.
I can't say too much. I'm from Charlotte.
Yeah.
See,
West
when Doby Dawg
side.
Charlotte, that all the trouble left.
Because I actually grew up off Freedom Drive off of Saratoga and Browns Avenue. You know where that is, Rob?
Oh, that was my David, too. I was a sergeant
Yep.
in that area for 3 years.
I lived
Yeah,
at
know that very
1112
well.
Browns Avenue.
Yep. I know it real well.
I don't go back
That-
anymore.
No. I tell you, because when I started my career, I was in Eastway Division, which was a hopping division. I did that 12 years, and then I went and got promoted. And I asked to go. I went over to Metro Division, and I wanted to go to David too, which is Freedom, Tuckasegee, Graham, all that shit over there. And I said, "Why do you want to go here?" I said, because I already know what I'm doing for. I just worked over there, so this is right up my alley. So I went and
And break it down, Roger.
Right.
Charlotte's a huge place. You had precincts. Or
yeah,
what
we had
do you call them?
precincts.
Yeah.
Well, with three district offices, whatever you want to call them, team offices. And so Eastway Division was one. right? It used to be like Adam 1, Adam 2, Adam 3, okay? But then they changed it to real names like Westover Division, Freedom Division, like that. But we had 13 of those offices, and in those offices there was anywhere from 90 to 120 offices with a chain of command. Each office had a chain of command, and they were responsible for crime area, and their areas were sectioned off, and you were responsible for your area, and that encompassed the whole city. So east side, west side, north and south, just usual stuff. But most of the crime for us was over on the west side, with a good dose of it on the east side, and north was, and south was crime everywhere. But you know what I'm saying. When you wanted to work, you wanted to go somewhere like David 2, which was where Doby was talking about, where he grew up. And I did Sergeant Third Shift there for 3 years, just because I was used to it, because I did 12 years in Eastway, which is the same shit, just on the east side. So, but that was a good experience. But after that, man, I popped smoke and I went to Independence Division down there, where it kind of was a little bit more quiet and stuff like that. But yeah. But
I actually went to Thomasboro Elementary. You know where that's at, Rod?
Yes, I do.
I went there. My parents went there. I mean, that school's been ever.
Yeah, forever. Exactly.
Now,
right. Exactly right.
Buck, one of the founding members of this podcast, he worked what's called the Tundra.
He worked at the Rotunda, which is basically where you at headquarters.
The tundra is like the frozen tundra up north.
Well, it gets cold in Charlotte there, Hound Dog.
That's like fucking Alaska there, Slow. He wasn't up there with the fucking elk and the caribou.
Hound Dog, you going to piss him off again.
That's what we're hoping for, Doby.
Yeah. Now, Buck finished his career up at the Rotunda, which is the entrance to the LEC. You walk in, and you'll see Buck behind the half-moon fucking desk with two other people watching cameras and shit. And he goes, "May I help you?" That's where Buck was for the last little bit.
Oh, Buck.
Which was it's a good place to fucking slide into retirement, man.
Yeah, we got a bunch. We have a bunch of new listeners. We appreciate, and I like I said, and I'll say at the end of the show too. We appreciate all the new subscribers, listeners. We appreciate your support. We love you very much. Thank you very much. If you're new to the show, Buck was one of the three. It was Hound Dog, myself, and Buck was the three founders of the podcast, and we actually had a real studio. We'd sit down across from each other and share the same bottle of liquor.
Yeah, and sadly to say, I've always heard of Buck, but I actually never had a chance to meet Buck.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you, you go back and you listen to him seasons 1 through what? Was it first 2 seasons, Hound Dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, Buck was with us.
Yeah, I listened to some of the stuff, something about Buck Muck.
Oh, Buck Muck.
Buck Muck.
Yeah, he came up here. He used to have a camper up here in the mountains before I bought the house. And he come up and stayed one weekend. He said, "That's nice. I'm going to come back." I said, "No, you're not." I said, "Why?" I said, "I can't get the Buck Muck out of the furniture."
And what was funny with Buck, man, it seemed like there for a while, every podcast, he'll come in and sit down. "What's wrong, Buck?" "I'm pissed." "What are you pissed about?" "Nothing." "I'm pissed." I was like, okay. Well, so what else did you...
Yeah.
Didn't he work at Gastonia for a little while, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he worked in Gastonia, and then he lateraled over to Charlotte at some point. Didn't he, Honda? I'm not sure.
Yeah, he did. I think he went to Mitchell County. No, he was at McDowell County. Came to Gastonia. Then I think he went back to McDowell County. Then from there to Charlotte, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think that's how it went.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was going to bring something to the show. We really have. We came a long way, and we really have some really top-notch, and I'm sure, Thomas, you got set back. I'm sorry, Doby Dawg. You got set back on the equipment you bought, too.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
Doby D.
He's in full costume right now.
Here's
Doby
what
Dawg.
Buck would wear at every... We got in case.
I remember listening to one of the episodes and talking about
it's a $3 pair of headphones. That's what he would wear.
We'll call them the Barbie headphones.
Yeah,
I
his
remember
head.
listening.
His head was so big.
I was
these things
listening to
look
that episode.
These things look like ear pods.
And he had a big-ass head, too. And those little bitty earphones.
He did have
funny.
a bucket head. He had a bucket head.
I can see old Buck in the head around and going, "You sons of bitches."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for our listeners, I don't know. I was unfortunate enough. I was fortunate enough to be on the last motorcycle ride with Buck when he had his accident.
Yeah.
So that was.
I remember when that happened. So somebody called me and told me about it.
That was a terrible day.
Yeah,
He was
dog,
coming
we're
from
working
one
at
of
the
the mountains, wasn't he?
store.
Wasn't he coming from like Lake Lore or somewhere?
Yeah, we just come from the mountains, man. We just had lunch at the pizza place. He spilled sauce all over the front of his fucking shirt. I was laughing at him the whole day.
Sounds about right.
Just riding back, yeah.
Anyway,
Some,
good people, man.
some
He
lady,
was great for the show.
lady took him out on his motorcycle. Yeah. Anyway, rest in peace, Buck, guys. How about a little toast?
Yeah.
To the Buckster,
Yeah.
huh? What do we think?
Rest in peace, Buck.
Yeah.
We love you and miss you, brother.
Buckles, we love you, brother. All right. Let's get off this Livermush. Let's get to some cop shit.
Yeah,
I got
we
something.
got Livermush, the Buck. I mean, which is one
Bourbon
of the
Street.
sad stories.
Let's go to busting some assholes. How about that?
Oh, sounds good.
So Mooresville had a good bust, guys. You know, in my history, I don't know, Doby Dawg, if you knew that I was captain over cyber crimes for a while, which property crimes.
Hound
but one
Dog.
of the
Here comes the
units.
captain card.
Yeah, here comes the captain. Boom.
We're not worthy.
Butter bars, motherfucker. Bow to me.
You're one of them now.
Yeah,
One of
you're
them.
on the. Yeah, that's what I heard the whole time. Every time I'd walk by, you're on the other team. I'm like, fuck you. That's it. We'd go back and forth. Anyway, detectives up in Mooresville, they partnered up with several other agencies, and they had a big child predator bust in Mooresville. It was a pretty good deal.
That was Mooresville, North Carolina.
Yes, Mooresville, North Carolina. Yeah, Department of Homeland.
Race City.
Yep.
Yep. Department of Homeland Security, United States Secret Service, North Carolina Bureau of Investigation, amongst others, and a bunch of different departments. They went ahead and they trolled the different apps, the different online shit that kids go to. Some of them were Facebook, Chat app. Somebody's never heard of, guys, so I'm going to list them off just because I never heard them. Discord, Double List, FetLife, Grinder, heard of that, Mega, Personal Ad, and Skip the Games. A few of the places where they solicited minors, 13 to 15, to see if there were anybody out there looking for kids. And the suspects would meet up with these kids for sexual activities and or trade them around. The operation netted 15 arrests, as well as, you know how these things are. Okay, so they arrest 15 people here, but it spider webs out.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So
Let's make
all
a deal
those-
time.
Right. So all those federal agencies I mentioned earlier, when we used to do it, we used to do it with the FBI. So, but all these other federal agencies now will take that because they're federal, meaning they're nationwide, right? So now the local Mooresville people will deal with the 15 guys they got here, but then the feds will go ahead and run with it in other jurisdictions all over the country. And then when they run into things going overseas, which is bound to happen because we would arrest people here and we'd see the guy got his pictures or his films from Britain or from Portugal,
Right.
Or and then you'd have to call Scotland Yard or we'd have to.
Right.
It's just a big web of shit over this world. And I've said it a bunch of times, but I think it's great to keep bringing attention to it because it's such a problem, and it goes really underreported how much goes on. I've told this story before. And if you guys have any experience with it, chime in, but this is what we used to do. We had a program.
That's a strict question. No wings.
Yeah.
We ain't falling for that.
We had a
Nobody
program.
looks scared. Look at him.
Look at him looking over his shoulder.
They make it funny, Doby Dawg. The hammer, dude.
I don't expect anything less.
But we used to, just in Mecklenburg County, we had a program. We'd be looking at the computer, and my cyber lead detective would pull up a program that would have the picture of the county on it, and then a bunch of dots. She hit a button, and a bunch of dots would show up, and all those dots were offending IP addresses in Mecklenburg County. Right there as we're sitting there in the morning at 8 in the morning. And so and then on the side there would list the 10 top offending IP addresses that were listed on the screen. And we'd take the top 2 and we'd sign warrants. And we'd just do that every day. And we signed an MOU with the FBI, which is a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, where we had a deal with them where I was able to use their FBI truck, the big fucking expensive truck, to go with us on these search warrants, so we could just take the towers of the computer out of the houses and plug them up to the FBI truck, see the evidence, and go, "You're fucked, brother." And he goes. So it's not like we have to download his computer at the LEC. We have to take it over here before we know we have anything. No, we
You
knew
can do it right
away.
there on the
Right down
scene.
the spot.
Right. Number one, we had his
That's
IP
cool.
address, which led here, and number 2, we confirmed it when we got his fucking tower.
Yeah.
So we did a bunch of that. So this is near and dear to my heart. So, but yeah, and it's I mentioned one time I went upstairs one time where the detectives work, and I got to give them a lot of credit because they got to look at this shit every day, all day.
Just looking at the evidence, it's got to be just
I looked
unreal.
At
Yeah,
Well,
Doby, I
Matt
looked
Charles, Choo with the Renegade Pigs, man. That's
Yeah.
what he did.
that's what he does.
Yeah.
Computer
yeah.
forensics, I think it was
Yeah.
called.
It's terrible. I looked at one set of evidence, and in 2 years, I never went back up there again. To this day, when I say it scarred me, I don't sit here and suck my thumb in a corner and piss myself. I'm saying,
Well,
yeah, well, maybe a little bit. That's only when I've been drinking too much Buffalo Trace. No, but I remember the images as if it was yesterday. It's terrible, and I just didn't want to. I didn't want to have those memories, so I never went back up there. On side note, I also implemented something where it's now part of it's part of our general orders. Yearly, those guys have to go for a
Rotate
psych
out.
evaluation.
oh, yeah,
Oh.
man.
Yeah, absolutely.
We said that before on prior podcasts. You know, been a cop.
Yeah.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
You can't
true.
unsee it. No, just like
Yeah.
I remember Steve saying something about when you move to the mountains, you don't see the ghost.
No, you don't see the
Yeah.
ghost, man.
Yep.
Gary Johnson
Same.
talked about that first thing.
Yeah.
Same thing here at the beach.
Yeah, what I mean by that, you know,
I
you
get
don't
it.
ride down the road and see, you know, gosh, a little kid here got killed. This where I almost shot this guy here. This where shooting took place here. Here's where I see that pile of guts. You know, the guy's got, you know, got his guts ripped out.
Sure.
You don't see those things.
The problem with these guys, though, these detectives, think about it, guys. All the training we send them to, thousands of dollars worth of training.
Oh yeah,
The department doesn't want to switch them out and retrain people. They
Yeah.
want all the money they can get out of these guys. So if Doby Dawg gets he's been on 3 years and he's got all the clearances and all the classes and all the certifications, and I say, hey, he's had enough. He's got to tap out. They go, what? We got to fucking train. We got to spend more money and retrain a whole
Yeah.
person for years.
You do.
And you're like, fuck yeah, you do. This is a human being. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, every year they get a psych evaluation. So I was kind of happy I got that done.
Yeah, that's
they
good.
they were not happy with it, but I shamed them in that shit.
you know, I walked
Yeah,
into
so-
Shane Lewis's office one day just to get something done. I think it was a dump on the phone for my doper, and he had all the screens going. And I thought, how do you do this? I couldn't. And he's got because he's actually reviewing his evidence.
Now,
and going
Doby
through
Dawg,
stuff.
explain who Shane Lewis is for our listeners outside of Gastonia.
Shane Lewis is a retired detective with Gastonia, and his job was kind of what yours was, Rod. He did all the child offenses, sex offenses, and trafficking and all that stuff. And he was trained by the FBI and had all the training and all the computer knowledge and all that. And we used to go to get him to break a phone that we need a phone dump from a dope or something. So you walk in his office and he's got all these computers and
It
all
looks
this
like a
technology.
freaking a surgeon's a place.
What?
It looks like for a place a surgeon would work at.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what this place looks like.
And I walk in there to get him to dump a phone for a doper, and he's actually in the middle of reviewing his evidence. So I'm like, how do you do this? He's like, I just have to block it. I just have to block it because my understanding from him is it's not like when y'all are dealing with this, and you know more than I do, Rod. But when you're dealing with this, it's not like this 18-year-old and a 15-year-old that are kind of close. It's obvious that these guys what they are doing.
Oh yeah.
It's and I have a different opinion. I mean, I'm not against the death penalty. I think it's a good thing. But honestly, for some of those people, I really think it's just put them in prison and let the dopers know what they did.
I'm gonna say, child molesters don't do well in general population.
No, even your dopers have kids or mamas or sisters. Let them deal with them because it'll be worse.
You know, Rod probably knows about the people in the jails because he worked in the jail for a while, and about
Before he was a real cop.
yeah.
Hey, those guys do a tough job, motherfucker.
That was
You're right, brother.
before-
You're right.
I
that
want
was-
nothing
it's a
to
joke.
do
It's a
with
joke.
corrections. You
That was
better be
before he
joking
tried
because
to-
there's some corrections officers going, motherfucker. Yeah, you don't want this shit. You don't want to be in
I
corrections,
work.
boy.
I work for a
Holy
retired
shit.
correctional officer at the Ingalls. He's my boss man.
Yeah, well, I hope he put you on toilet paper at fucking toilet duty when you get there
Hey,
tomorrow.
no, man.
For that little
I'm
comment,
detergent
motherfucker.
man now, boys. It's
Yeah,
over.
you were detergent man for that comment. Yeah. But yeah, it was terrible, and the evidence, unfortunately, that I saw was straight up like a 4 and 5 year old type of thing. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
it was
what
just-
I understood from
it was
Shane. You know,
terrible. Terrible.
I don't know if I know Steve knows him very well and Reggie does, but you know Kaiser.
Yeah.
John Kaiser.
John Kaiser.
Kaiser and I are good friends. We go way back to the sheriff's department, and he had to do that when he was with the SBI, and that's what he was telling me. Well, a lot of what they deal with, it's not the high school kid that's somebody that was close. It's people who really 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds. It was blatantly obvious that they just were fucked up in the head. And another thing too, when I was with Street Crime, one of our yearly tasks that we had to do was on Halloween. And Gaston County did this right. On Halloween, they had everybody that was on probation had to meet at the courthouse during those prime hours of trick or treat. So
it was sex offenders, right?
Yeah,
all sex offenders had
all the sex offenders that were registered had to meet, and they would spend like 3 hours up there. So Street Crime's job was to kind of hang out, make sure nobody did anything stupid. But if somebody didn't show up, we were supposed to go get them, search cars and all that kind of stuff. And you would have people walk through there that you're like, yeah, this guy is 30 years old sitting in his mom's basement. You know, this guy's messed up. And you would see this guy over here, he looks like he's just kind of like maybe not really that messed up, but probably was messing with somebody a little younger than he should have. But you see these guys walking through there, and you know they're just fucked up.
Yeah.
And we had a guy one night that come through there, and as he was leaving, he had been in there, and he had been in there with their meetings, and Cloninger, sheriff would come in there and talk to him, and basically it was a good idea to keep them off the street when all the kids are trick or treat. Great idea. So this guy comes out, and he's walking through there, and one of the guys in the street comes and says, "Sarge, what's that guy doing?" And he had just got out of the meeting and was going back to his car. It's like 10 o'clock, 9:30 at night. And he looks at me, "Sarge, what's he doing?" I said, "That guy's masturbating." He walks by us coming out of the courthouse from the sex offender meeting, masturbating, probation.
Well, W, you are good looking. You got to give him that.
Hey, I had that effect. So he's walking down the parking lot, and they go to approach him, and he runs, and they chase him all across the parking lot. Finally catch him.
Did he fire any rounds off?
Do what?
I knew.
Did he fire any rounds off?
Say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Did he fire any rounds off from his?
Not that I'm aware. I did the best.
I knew it.
Yeah, y'all.
Sorry.
Put your hands behind your back. Can I have 2 minutes?
Are you wearing your vest? Guys, make sure you're wearing your vest on this one. This guy shoots from the hip. Big time.
There's 12-year-old Rodnator again.
Fucking firing all over the place. Sorry for that
They
visual.
catch him.
Go ahead.
They catch him. So probation has the right to check his phone. They check the phone, and he can't have any type of pornographic material at all.
They can't help themselves.
YouTube
can they?
jail, here we come.
His phone is loaded with dick pics. And then a few weeks later, after that, they catch him. And I think some of y'all know Kevin Putnam, who used to work for us. His shift caught him in the ball crawl at McDonald's. Same guy.
In the what?
In the ball crawl, in the batch of balls where the kids jump in and out.
Yes.
They call him in that?
Yeah. Over on East Franklin. When they used to have
You said the ball crawl?
Yeah, like it was
like
like
a bar.
big
I thought
thing.
you said bar.
The ball pit.
Kids
No, the ball pit.
Okay,
The pit
all right,
with the
all
balls
right.
in it where the
Ball pit.
kids jump in.
All right.
Yeah, and he was in there playing with the kids.
And he didn't. Oh, man. They should have beat the shit out of him.
Because KP was out there. It was his shift when he was patrol sergeant. I'm surprised Kevin didn't. Kevin wanted to.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, it's just
Terrible. But that kind of
it's just messed up.
Man, what a
The work
rabbit
was-
hole
the work
we
was-
went down.
yeah, the work was terrible to have to do, but very satisfying, especially when, while working with the feds, they take them fed time. So
Yeah.
they're not going to
Right.
get out after 7 years. They're going to do 90 to 95% of their time.
Right. Yeah.
And so they got that. We got them off the street. So it was kind of a win-win. So it was a good relationship. But that's terrible work, man. And I could speak a little bit about, because my wife was a detective in the Youth Crimes Bureau, which goes hand in hand with that, fellas.
Right.
Dealing with child rape and stuff like that. And she had to deal with a lot of those type of suspects, not so much on the internet, but literally hands-on sexually assaulting children. Whether it's, and you know what it seemed to always be, guys? I don't know if you got this. It always seemed to be the divorced lady with a child's boyfriend. Like it's always some guy
and
looking.
the mom's like she's oblivious to everything.
Yeah, but it's almost like these predators look for the woman, the single woman, hard up, maybe needs some financial support, and has a child.
And knowing
they
she'll
prey on
tolerate a little, maybe what if, I'm not sure.
Some of them turn a blind eye and they don't want to believe it. It's disgusting.
Because they're helping
That's
them
the thing.
financially, so they think it's okay. They think,
Exactly
well, yeah, he's
right.
helping me. He wouldn't do anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're
They don't
right.
want- They don't want to think he'll do anything like that.
Exactly.
That's a good analogy, Dope
it is.
Dog. Double D.
Guys, if you guys want to talk
But
about
you know, predator is the perfect word because that's what they are.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh,
predator.
Yep.
yeah. Oh,
You're
yeah.
right. Yep.
Oh yeah. And they deserve everything they get because, like I said, when I worked in the jails, there was.
And I'll say
back
this
there.
before we
There
get
was
too
payback.
far down that rabbit hole, but the
late.
Gaston
Too
County Police, the Gaston County Police had a case one time where they went, I don't know if they were on a SWAT call out or search warrant or something, but they were at a house. They were sitting on the house, they stacked on the house, standoff, all that bullshit. The house next door, this guy in the house, he offs himself. He puts a bullet in his damn head. The reason he did was because he was a sex offender and he thought that they were at the wrong house. So he just
Oh,
Ah,
Uh-oh.
that's funny.
so he
as
offs
shit.
himself. They weren't even out. He think, oh shit, they're at the wrong house. No, they weren't. He just got paranoid because he was such a
funny.
piece of shit child molester and offs himself.
well, that couldn't happen to a better person.
yeah,
Oh my
really.
God, that is hilarious.
Case cleared.
Yep. That's
Oh,
not the
yeah.
that's not the kid playing with the damn gun you talked about last podcast, Rod.
No, oh man,
The 14-year-old.
Yeah.
it was on X. Did you see it? Did you see it live?
I didn't
Doby?
see it. No.
Did Doby
No,
Dawg see it?
I listened to the last podcast.
Oh yeah. He's just sitting. He's
trying
an
to
up and coming rapper, 14 years old, and he's sitting there going,
Well, there
"Yeah,
was-
man," and he's like this. He's doing this, and all of a sudden he goes, yeah, and he's talking. He goes, "Yeah, I don't know," and he goes, "You know," yeah, bow, and he blows the fucking side of his head out, and he just falls over, and then the camera he has on is just.
Well, there was one rapper probably, I don't know, 5-6 years ago maybe, and I can't remember his name, was like Nipsey Hussle, because it sounds like the old guy Nipsey Russell, but it was like
Nipsey
Nipsey
Russell.
Hussle.
Yeah.
And he was sitting there talking shit on, like, doing a YouTube video or some kind of bullshit like that. He's talking shit, throwing his money up, whatever. And while he's doing that, rival gangbangers come by and pop him and kill him, dead at 5 o'clock. People don't realize when it's going on that it's a real live gangbanger popping another gangbanger. They think it's some bullshit. And he's
It's a
fucking
video.
taking his last
Staged.
breath on the video.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle or something like that. Because when I first heard it, it sounded like Nipsey Russell, the old comedian.
Oh, comedian.
Yeah. That's Gastonia right there. Gastonia right there, buddy.
Yep.
That's
Hey.
right out back.
That sounds like home.
Yeah, no, you get a little teary-eyed.
I'm at work again. Oh, I miss it so much.
You just thought you got away from it, Rodnator.
Exactly.
I tell you,
But
go ahead,
go ahead.
Rodney.
I was just going to continue with the story. Go ahead. You got something to add?
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
talking about the gunfire. You know, a woman neighbor shot. He lives a little further west now. He shot a bear the other night. A problem bear. We've been having a problem bear. I think he put an end to it. But I tell you, I always leave my doors open. When I come upstairs, I shut the doors because with the headphones on, I can't hear if a bear comes in or not.
Dude. Okay.
We'll let you know.
Well, the segue there is the gunfire.
Call us, we'll come.
I heard the gunfire. I'm thinking, boy, I miss Gastonia.
Let me just say something for the record. If I lived on Shootout Mountain and there was a chance a bear was walking to my house, my fucking door would be shut all the time. I'm just saying. I mean, I might leave it open here for the homeboys. I mean, you know what? Okay, because I got a pistol, but I don't want to face a bear in my house.
Well, no one's had a bear come
Coming
in.
out of my fucking
We've
shower.
had a couple of guys had a bear come up on the deck. But,
Yep.
So the bear's too shy to come in the fucking house. The bear's gonna do whatever a bear wants
It's
to do.
Yeah. It's Yogi.
Bears-
He's polite. He ain't gonna come in not announced.
He's not. Hey Yogi, it's Boo Boo. It's not like that shit.
It's not Boo Boo Bear.
Hey Boo Boo, I'm gonna go in Slow's house and get me a bourbon. He doesn't say that shit, motherfucker.
I'm
They
gonna
don't
get
do
all
that.
that good stuff.
Hey, the thing about it
Maybe
is,
the park ranger will give me some food. Hey,
after the podcast, if he came in
It's a
8 minute
picnic
podcast,
basket.
he'd be drunk, passed out in the front lawn.
Yogi. Yogi,
It's
your
a picnic
fingers are
basket.
It's a picnic basket.
Speaking of that, on the Yogi Bear, I know Slow and Hound Dog remember who at the PD was called Yogi Bear.
Boo boo.
Caldwell, yeah. Rick
Yeah,
Caldwell.
but who was he? Who was Yogi?
They had to
Oh,
be
shit.
daily.
Yeah, had to be.
Conley.
Stacey
Conley.
I know that.
Yeah, because they were walking down the rest.
These are all fellow cops at the Gastonia PD we're talking about.
Yeah.
They look like Yoki and Booba.
Okay. Oh, there was a size difference?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
big
yeah.
size.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, about 4 foot.
Exactly.
Oh, I got you.
I'm telling you, I'm in bed, I'm asleep probably about 4 o'clock in the morning, and something, I had my windows up, and something, I'm assuming bobcat, lynx or something, well, it squealed right outside my window, and I may or may not pee
That'll
myself.
make you shit yourself. I remember I was a kid. I was probably like 8, 9. And my daddy and I were hunting way down eastern North Carolina, and we were sleeping like a camper. And this damn bobcat screamed. I was like, I sat up, I was scared shitless. Dad's like, it's a bobcat, boy. They sound like a woman screaming. They sound awful. They sound awful.
No shit. Really?
They're all over in my backyard. They're everywhere.
Oh, I bet so. In eastern North Carolina?
No,
Yeah,
bobcats or women screaming?
Well, women screaming to be in Gastonia.
I'm leaving that alone.
Women screaming to be in Gastonia. Bobcats be at my neighborhood.
We have women that scream that look like bobcats in Gastonia.
But yeah, a bobcat or lynx screaming, it sounds god awful. Sounds like somebody dying.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've heard that before.
So with Shootout Mountain Slow, you got all this wildlife running around. Do you? And serious question: do you walk around with a gun?
Yeah, normally I do. Yeah, I usually have a gun.
Good for you.
And I tell you, cop 30 years, you feel negative that one. And you wear it and you don't realize that you wear it, and
Oh, I have it everywhere I go. Yeah, I just didn't know if you felt so comfortable up there because you leave your door open for bears to come on in and get some fucking food. So I didn't know if maybe
They're not looking for it.
sad thing, there's not a lot of food in
That
this
was
house.
good. That was good, Rod.
Yeah,
That was real good.
normally I've got a 9 on me, hollow point rounds, but if I go hiking or something up here, I have to carry my 45.
I'll be honest with you. If I'm going to the mountains, I'll normally carry 10.
yeah.
10 guns.
10 millimeter.
Yeah, I hear it.
Actually, yeah, 10. That's at work at Gastonia.
I have seen 14 bears in the wild, hiking, camping,
Really?
that sort of thing. And they've either paid me no attention or it took off.
We pay you no attention too.
They took off.
That's so far until
Yeah.
you see the
Well, I tell
videos
you-
like I see when the fucking motherfucker chases you down. You know,
I'm on the
It happens.
county. I'm on the state line. Mitchell County is, and then you got Tennessee right across. The state line. We border Tennessee. I'm over Tennessee hiking. I'm coming down switchbacks, and as soon as I come down this side here, as soon as I get to the around the next switch, see a bear take off right up where I was just at. So we had to walk right past him. Had to walk right past him.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't see him.
but you see, and bears I think leave us alone, right? Unless they got the mama bear with cubs, and if you don't
Right.
know there's cubs around, you
Yeah.
see a mama bear,
You're right,
they fuck
Rod.
you up just for being there.
Yeah.
Like the black bears in North Carolina are pretty much omnivores. They're not like
They just
meat.
kill for kill. Yeah, they don't kill to eat. They kill to kill, right?
Yep.
They kill for
Well, they eat
defense
you.
or to eat, but I mean they more like eat like plants and grubs and stuff.
That's what,
it's
I
your
mean.
Grizzlies
Their main
and all that
diet's not
shit.
humans.
Man, I wish we had time to talk about Bigfoot because it's a perfect segue into Bigfoot. If a 400-pound
Bigfoot.
bear can live in the woods off berries and twigs and whatever, an unknown primate can't do. Oh, hey, go ahead, Hound Dog. Calls June.
I was like, fucking hey.
June the
We talked
11th.
about it on one podcast, but it got taken out because the couldn't hear
June
me.
the 11th
Yeah.
is the podcast night. With, Jerry Millwood will be in the studio. Talk about Bigfoot.
Well, even though it didn't record, y'all know my opinion on Bigfoot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
seen your
Got it
baby.
loud and clear.
Hey, since they did record, let's have it.
That is kind of funny. You probably got it, Steve. You probably can pull it up.
Yeah, go ahead and tell your story there, Doby, and I'll
There's
share
that. Hey, look, Steve, look.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Hey, look
Look,
at that.
I
You
got
got
a
the
couple
big
extra
one, the 8 by
pictures over
10,
here.
and the little 2 pocket size.
Yeah. Doby sent me these the other day.
He's a proud papa.
But you know, ask Steve. There's a difference between Bigfoot and Sasquatch.
What's the difference?
Bigfoot
He knows. He
is
knows.
big, giant, and hairy. Sasquatch is mean, nasty, and ugly.
He knows what I'm talking about, Reg.
Oh, I know what you're
We're
talking
talking
about now.
about a
I got it.
female
Yeah. Just
Oh my God,
Officer
We
East
better.
Norfolk PD. Get
Oh,
that
look
PD.
at the time. It's getting late. It's been an hour.
Hey, we are
looks
6 minutes into this. You want to know?
Yeah.
Time flies when
Before
you
you
have
guys
fun.
get yourself in
Hey,
trouble.
oh no, we're retired, brother. What they gonna do?
There's no,
What they
there's no
gonna
getting in
do?
trouble anymore.
Well, then speak loudly and speak clearly, brother. I don't give a shit. I'm just sitting here. I'll grab some popcorn.
I'll give you a hint. I give you a hint, Rod.
Go ahead.
Slow really wishes he could have been a fly on the wall when I had my conversation with Sasquatch.
Oh yeah, it was
We
a
talked
very
about
interesting story.
We'll
All right,
have to have
guys.
that off.
As
off
Rodney
the air.
did point out, we are 1 hour into this. Any last shout outs? Anything you guys want to bring up or talk about real quick?
Shout out to Atchison Poultry again. My wife's cousin has a nice poultry farm. Look out.
Still
for
waiting on those eggs.
I
Still
know.
waiting on those eggs.
Come on, Mike. Send us some eggs, brother.
Hey, next time
Let me
you talk to
give
him, ask
something.
which came first, the chicken or the egg.
I will
They
ask him that.
Hey, they should know.
And Dave's TV on YouTube. Check out Dave's TV. They're
Yeah.
a good group of dudes, and they do some beer testing, do some other things. Good friend of mine, Ross, is on there. Dave's TV. That's what
Yeah,
I got, fellas.
I like Dave's TV, man. I've been watching all
Yeah,
the
it's very
episodes.
interesting. And he does with beer what we do with bourbon.
Yeah,
Damn right.
exactly.
There's a guy I got to research more, but a friend of mine said about is a guy out of Louisiana. He used to be a Louisiana State Trooper.
Mm-hmm.
He does an infinity barrel, and he also does a podcast. I got to find
That's a
out
lot of
exactly
drinking
what
to
his
empty barrel.
Yeah, no
infinity
shit.
barrel. But he also does a podcast. He's a retired Louisiana Trooper. I got to find out about that. But
Yeah, we need to hook up with him, talk to him, and see
Yep.
what's going on. And
I'll find
share
out
some
more.
data.
I'll see the guy tomorrow, and I'll find out more about that. But I agree with Rod. Shout out to farmers if they didn't do what they do, and they do it regardless of when.
We wouldn't have any liver mush.
Livermush.
Exactly.
They do
But
everything.
also,
They do
shout
everything.
out to we kind of got sidetracked, but imagine that. But the Gastonia officer that was shot line of duty,
Oh yeah. Give us up, then. Let me kill
Yeah.
the music. Let me kill the
he
music.
is home. He spent approximately a week in physical rehab for swelling go down, but he is home, good spirits, doing good. He talking about wanting to come back to work. So shout out to him and just those who we talk a lot about, and I understand we talk a lot about the officers that go out there day in and day out. But there are those officers who are out there. I'll give his name. He's a friend of mine, but Mike Lewis have been in those situations and been hit, and come back and do that shit again because that's what they do. You know, it's one thing to be an officer and go out there and be the tip of the spear, do the job, but you get hit and you come back and you keep doing it in the face of all the ridicule of the public, of defunding police, Black Lives Matter, and people hate you just because you're an officer. But they get hit for no reason. No reason. Mike Lewis got shot in the back because people just shot aimlessly into a fight. Just because
Yeah,
he
it's
was
him
public.
and Sergeant Nelson, right? Working off duty at the
Correct.
club.
Yeah, and people like Sergeant Nelson who come back now. Actually, Nelson is actually doing training with the sheriff's department. So he's not sworn because he had to go out because of medical disability because the bone in his foot he never could really be a police again. But the sheriff's department, and shout out to the Gaston County Sheriff's Department, they hired him back full time to do training and things like that. So he's
nice.
still having the
good deal.
job. So shout out to people like that who
Yeah.
go through that and
Yeah,
still
man.
come back and keep doing it.
Yeah, we need to get them guys on the show, by the way. And
I think
That'd be a
I
very
can
interesting
Mike.
topic.
He may be interested. Mike may be interested. I don't see Melton so much. I got his number, but Mike would know him because they were shot at the same time. They talk pretty regular because of
yeah,
what they went
and Mike
through.
Lewis was a fellow canine officer.
Correct. And two, the first round that hit him in the back. If it had not been hit for his vest, because he got the save from second chance and all that, but had not been for his vest, he wouldn't be with us.
Yeah.
That vest stopped it because it would have hit him in his heart and lungs. The next one hit him through his knee, but still working today.
Yes, sir. Well, we work for God, and God takes care of us.
Correct.
Shout out to Patrick with Flatstone Studios. Thanks for the cup. It worked great. Man, I'm going to keep you posted on how this thing turns out as it develops some type of residue or whatever of the whiskey.
Your mama's
Shout
frying
out.
pan.
Yeah, shout out to Flatstone Studios. Patrick, thank you very much here on Shootout Mountain. Guys, enjoyed it.
Shout out to all the Livermush producers, just the Rod Nader.
Livermush.
Remember,
Hey,
let's drink
woo!
about it and drink responsibly.
Look
Fry
forward
up
to
your
hearing
Livermush.
more from Doby Dawg.
Hell yeah.
Double D.
Now, I'll be honest with you, it may sound
squared.
strange, but
D squared.
shout out to Bourbon Flavor for being back. I enjoyed
Hell
it.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Cool.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
Good
Studio 77 Production. If you like what you're seeing, hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. We'll get back with you. But we need the love, man. Show some love and hit that like button and subscribe.
And turn on the notifications so you know when this shit hits the
That
air.
little ding bell.
I mean, fan.
Yeah. Guys, appreciate it, man. We are out of here.
And all your first
Peace.
responders, please make it home to your families.
Good night, guys.
You mean it's over? Well, shit.